So this is actually a lobster boat. It's a 42-foot fiberglass lobster boat. The hull of the boat is called a Muscle Ridge, is the design. I like to take a week in the springtime after the boat sat all winter, clean the bottom. You can see where it's lost a bunch of paint, and clean the bottom, put fresh zincs on all the metal on the rudder and the propeller. Clean it up, get all those yellow stains. The biggest thing I wanted to get done while the boat is out of water is take these trim tabs off. And to do that, I need to unbolt the piston and unscrew the bottom of the pad where it screws into the boat. This side I've already taken off. On this trim tab, the piston was locked in the down position, so it was all the way down all the time. And since I never use them, rather than replace them, I'm just taking them off completely. First step in taking them out is unbolting the top of the piston. That way I can lower it and get to the screws. Once it's lowered, it just makes it a lot easier to get to the screws with the drill. And before I took the very last screw out, I had to cut the wire that powers the trim tabs. And after I cut it, I can pull the wire out from the inside of the boat. And just my luck, the last screw, the head of it was stripped, so it was kind of tough to get it out. But once I got that last screw out, the trim tab popped right off. So now I got them off. I got to clean up the hole, push that wire in through, grind this down, clean all these screw holes up with a grinder. And then after I clean them all up, all these screw holes, I can fill in with some Holland deck, kind of like a marine Bondo type thing. Fill these in, put some fiberglass right over that, fiberglass over that. The next step is using a grinder to grind away the old existing bottom paint and all the other stuff in the way, so that way the new fiberglass has something good to bond to. I ended up grinding up 2 inches on the top and then going down 2 inches on the bottom of the boat too, to give it 4 inches overall. And you can see just how much better it's looking already now that it's ground down and ready for some fiberglass. Got the state of Maine issued toolbox, just a lobster crate. Another thing I'm doing is I'm painting this, but I'm gonna sand it first. I pressure washed it. It's not the best surface to be painting on, so I'm gonna take a little bit of sander and sand. I'm not going all the way down, I'm just doing this part around the whole boat. So I want to paint it, it sticks to it a lot better. Now we're going to tape the lines. Now comes the fun part of painting the bottom. I'm gonna hold off right here just because it's still some wet glass. I got it taped off, so now I'm gonna put some black paint. Paint the sides and the bottom. So this bottom paint is called anti-fouling and has copper in it. And copper is what makes the algae and all the grass not grow to it. Stir stick. That'll work. I had them shaken, but I want to make sure they're mixed up good because all that copper will sit on the bottom. That's good. How soon before I kick that over? I know I'm going to be a mess here soon. Now here comes my favorite part, which is peeling the tape off. So we'll get a nice sharp line in between the boot stripe and the bottom paint. And you can see how either good a job I did or bad a job I did taping the boat. I don't know how straight my line will be, but oh yeah, looks way better. Nice sharp, crisp line. Tape stuck to my glove. Look how good that looks. Look at that. What a difference that is. Sharp and clean. No more nasty barnacles and sea squirts on the bottom of the boat. Now for the other side of the boat. Much better. I do some tricky work right here where the hard shine comes out. I do this one-handed. Much better. This side of the boat's dirty just because this is the working side of the boat. Got it all done. It's still wet. We just got done doing it, so came out good. I'm excited. But that's all it is just fiberglass and resin, just like, you know, fiber cloth. And you put resin on it, and that's what that red is. It hot coats it. So we got that done. Got all this done, and she's solid. Once that kicks, we can sand it down a little bit, paint over it, and you'll never know. 4-inch strips. It's 2 inches on top, wraps around, 2 inches on bottom. And seal all them holes in. That way we don't sink. And we are looking good. It's a beautiful day today, so love it. Take advantage of it. And this right here is the resin. You can see there's a little bit of fiberglass left over. That's all. It's just this fiberglass and resin. And just 5 minutes ago, that was a liquid. You can see it's already hard. So I guess it's kind of chunking up a little bit. So once that activates and kicks, should be all ready to go for some sand it down, make it nice and smooth, get rid of all them burrs, get rid of all that extra. We'll sand that down, paint over it, she'll be good as new. We got all the fiberglass sanded down. We put some white gel coat on it. It's kind of just pretty much like a marine fiberglass paint is basically what it is. It's got a hardener in it that makes it kick, so it's a really good bond. Helps seal in the fiberglass. So once this kicks, probably another 30-40 minutes, I'll scuff this up with some sandpaper, tape all this off, and then I can paint the rest of the stern black. And you'll never know there's trim tabs here. It's been about an hour and a half, and this gel coat's now hard as a rock. It's kicked. I'm gonna sand it with just some hand paper just to scuff it up a little bit, and then I can tape this off with some tape, and then paint all this black. I got everything sanded and I got it taped off. Now we can roll on some paint. You might be able to tell where the white gel coat's a little bit different color. Right up here, you might be able to tell a little different color in the white. I don't think it'll be a big deal. Those trim tabs were just there a few hours ago, and now we're painting over it. You'd never know. My favorite part, peeling the tape. Just like that, boys and girls. Look at that. Yeah. Thanks for watching.